So this is the end of the vlog. I just wanted to recap all of the stuff I read in the month of March. March was honestly not a very good reading month for me. I haven't found a single 5-star read. Everything I read was either okay or it was just like really good, but it never altered my brain chemistry. And I'm always searching for soul books, constantly searching for 5-star reads, and this month just didn't deliver. It did not deliver. But here we are. I'm just gonna go through everything I read. If you watched my previous vlog, I was reading Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and I was really enjoying it. It was such a fun read. The writing is very lyrical, it's very poetic. However, I did get a little bored around page, I don't know, 300, which is a little bit over halfway. I just stopped tabbing, I stopped highlighting. I was just extremely bored and unhappy with the main characters. I don't know, I didn't like the love story in this book. I thought it was kind of underwhelming and not exactly what I look for in my romance books. So this was a little bit too underwhelming. I ended up giving this book a 3 out of 5 stars. It's still very enjoyable, it's very nice. I don't know, just it didn't deliver. It wasn't for me. Moving on. I also mentioned in my previous vlog that I was reading This Woven Kingdom by Tahereh Mafi, and I was so obsessed with it. It was so fun. I still like this. This is a series of right now 3 books. The 4th one is coming out in September. It's not a 5-star series for me, but it is very close. I feel like her books are more of a guilty pleasure for me than anything else. They're just, I know the writing is better now than it was in Shatter Me, but it's still a little cringy. There are a lot of parts of these books that I just cringe, and I'm like, why would you say something like that? Why would you, you know? Like the writing is just, it's just straight up bad sometimes. And sometimes it is really good. So in the end, I'm kind of like confused. How can someone write so well and at the same time write so terribly? But it's still like guilty pleasure. I love it. I think the story is extremely fun. I love the romance. Oh, the romance is my favorite part in these books. So of course I had to go ahead and pick up book 2 and book 3. And I finished both of them in like 2 weeks because I couldn't stop reading. These are, I swear, sometimes I feel like these books have drugs in them. They're just insane and extremely fun. You can't stop reading. I feel like at the end of every chapter you get a little bit of a cliffhanger, so you have to keep reading. But wait, my cat. I went to get a tiger ball. Oh, look at my tiger ball. Look at him, a little kid. These are so incredibly addictive. Seriously, like drugs. I had such a good time. I think this series has a lot of potential to be phenomenal. If she keeps writing the characters the way she's writing, this is gonna end up being a 5-star series for me. I highly recommend this series. Seriously, if you need something to binge read, something that is a guilty pleasure, but with amazing characters, really good pacing, and just like a magical world, and a really fun romance that is honestly so well done and full of tension, like 100% tension. You're gonna really enjoy these. And also, I must say on that note about the romance, I love tension. I don't like spice. I don't like spicy books. I love a good slow burn with a lot of tension. That is just better than spice in my opinion. These books, I'm not gonna say they're spice free because that would be a lie, but it's also not graphic in a way that other books are. This is still YA, so nothing too explicit. There is a little bit of spice. It's like very little, but the writing is so good. I wish every book with spice was written like that, because then I would actually enjoy them. I would actually read them. But I hate the way they're usually written. I hate how vulgar the language is. I just don't like it. It's not for me. It throws me off. But this woman knows how to write spice in a very, I'm not even gonna say demure, but like in a very poetic way that is just so good. Honestly, the best I've ever read so far when it comes to that. So if you're into tension and if you don't like how vulgar spicy books are, look no further than this Woven Kingdom series, because it will deliver its perfection. So I highly recommend it. Moving on. So these were the 3 books that I managed to read in the month of March, but also I have 2 books that I DNF'd. Well, one actually I didn't properly DNF. It's just on, I paused it. It's on pause. Just because I was loving it. I was loving it so much. I actually thought it was going to become a favorite. But then I kind of like started losing interest because they introduced a character that I just didn't really care for, and I knew where the story was going, and I was like, I don't know if I vibe. So I was kind of disappointed, but it's still very cozy. It's this book right here. It's called Welcome to the Honyamdong Bookshop. It's such a beautiful, beautiful story about a woman who was just burned out and decided to quit her job, leave her old life behind, and open a bookstore. So it is basically about her and her bookstore and the people who work with her and the neighbors and everyone. So it's very specific. It's all about her job as a bookstore owner and what it means to own a bookstore. It's very cozy, very lovely. It seriously feels like a hug. It's honestly such a good book, but I really, really, really needed to just take a break and read something more exciting because I'm a mood reader and it's really hard for me to stick to books that are not giving me life or keeping me entertained. So while this is amazing and I really, really want to finish it, I had to put it on pause and I will be picking it up soon. Please don't take this as a sign that this is a bad book, because it is not. It is an excellent book. It's lovely. It's a balm for the soul. If everything you need is just a little bit of encouragement and to just feel cozy, this is absolutely perfect. So please don't take this as a sign that this is a bad book, because it is not. So I still highly recommend it and I will be picking it up back pretty soon. Now, moving on to my biggest disappointment. And I really wish I could get my money back. And that is my biggest disappointment because I was so excited. The way people on TikTok sold this book to me, not only on TikTok, but on YouTube, I swear they made it sound like it was amazing. Also, one of my favorite illustrators, she made a few illustrations for this book, and those illustrations just made me so excited that I was hyped. I was really hyped to read this book, and I actually went ahead and bought a really nice hard copy edition of this book. So you can imagine my excitement. I hadn't seen a single bad review, so I was like, okay, this has got to be amazing. Everyone is talking about it, but no, this is just further proof that I should never trust people on TikTok, because 95% of the time I end up disappointed. But anyway, the book I didn't finish and that I will be selling is this one, Heavenly Bodies by Imani Irio. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, I'm so sorry. But Heavenly Bodies was, let me tell you, a major disappointment. And it's a disappointment because I was absolutely living for this book for at least 250 pages. I actually read, I actually read almost 300 pages of this book. And I even stayed up until 1 in the morning reading this book, something I never do anymore because I'm old. I can't do that anymore. It's too tiring. But I did it for this book, and it was not worth it. And the thing is, I remember reading a little bit of the indie version of this book because it was first self-published, and thinking to myself, wow, this would really benefit from some editing, because like there was a lot of stuff in that book that I feel like an editor would have been able to fix. And then I bought the physical copy. This physical copy is the officially published copy. So it was a publisher behind it, there was an editor. After it was published, the editor came in and changed a bunch of stuff, which is great because now actually the writing is a little better. But listen, the story in itself, I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna put the synopsis right here because I don't want to waste my time. But the story, very compelling, very good, very original. Characters, really fun. I really liked the protagonist. The romance was amazing up until where I read it. Everything was fine. My only problem with this book was the writing. It was a lot of slang and cursing, and I don't like slang and cursing when I read fantasy. I really dislike it. I feel like it just doesn't match. There's something about it. It disappoints me. I don't know. I try to ignore it. Most of the time I manage, but what made me give up on this book was the fact that it is very spicy. And no one told me that. I actually find out after having bought the book already that it had 3 peppers out of 5, or however people measure that. I don't know. I would have been fine with the spice if the language used had been better, but the language was vulgar. It was crude. It just was so cringy. How can someone read that with a straight face? I don't know. But if you can, I am so happy for you. Like, that's amazing because you can actually enjoy this book. And I feel like just skipping the spice doesn't help. Honestly, it doesn't help. I can still have it in my brain, and I don't mind. Please don't get me wrong. I don't mind spice. Spice can be really fun if well written. I don't feel like any of those spicy books that I have checked out so far are well written. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. It's a personal preference. I don't like crude language when it comes to spice. I would have enjoyed it more if the writing had been more poetic in a way and not too explicit, because there's no need. In my opinion, there's no need, but that's just my opinion. Don't come for me. If you want to read this book and you don't mind the spice, you would absolutely love it because it is really fun. So I still recommend it for people who like spicy books, but if you don't waste your time. Do not, because it's gonna be cringy and you're gonna hate it. So yeah. So anyway, DNF'd, and we'll never pick this up again. And I really hope I manage to sell this book because I don't want it on my shelf. That's all of the hate out of my system. I also bought a few books this month, and I am very excited about all of them. Honestly, there was like a sale going on at my local bookstore, so of course I had to run and buy a bunch. But 2 of them you have already seen, these. And I also got this one, which I'm really excited about. And it's Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I don't know exactly if that's how you pronounce it. This one over here. It's so pretty. It's really, I still have the price. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a beast of a book. I don't know when I'm gonna be reading this. It's been on my TBR for at least 2 years now, or maybe even 3. I read the other book by this author called Piranesi, and that is one of my favorite books of all time. I will die for that book. So I have high hopes for this. Her writing is insane. I really, really have high hopes for this. I will be picking it up at some point. We'll see, but excited. I also got the 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow, and she is one of my favorite authors. I adore her. I talked about one of her books in my previous video. It's called The Starling House. This one came before, I believe, and it had been on my TBR for forever. I have already read it, but I will be talking about it in another video. I just wanted to show you the physical copy that I bought. But amazing. That's all I can say for now. We'll talk about it later. Another one that I bought was this one. It's called The Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. This one. My camera is giving me a hard time today. This one. I'm so excited. This is a Japanese inspired book. I don't know much about it. I just know that it's supposed to be fun. It's fantasy. It's about foxes and spirits and samurais. Seemed really fun and seemed right up my alley. I'm really excited to read this. I've seen some fan art and it looks right up my alley. Quite excited. The other book that I got this month was volume 13 of Spy Family. My boyfriend actually got this for me because we both read Spy Family and we adore it. I'm so excited to pick this up. I love Spy Family. Is one of my favorite mangas of all time. I will be making a video about my favorite mangas in the future, but definitely Spy Family is one of them. And as soon as there's a new volume out, I run and I buy it because it's that great. And the last one that I bought is absolutely stunning. This book, I saw it and I bought it immediately. Even the guy at the bookstore was like, wow, this is such a pretty copy. He was so excited about it, and I was like, I know, it looks amazing, and it better be as amazing as the cover, because if it's not, I will be disappointed. I can't handle more disappointment this month. But this is the book. It's called The Rose Bargain by Sasha Peyton Smith, and it looks like this. It is absolutely stunning. Look at the sprayed edges. It's so pretty. I'm in love with this book. Like, it looks like this inside. It's so pretty that I'm scared of touching it. This is on my TBR for the month of April. I will be making a video about it. I'm so excited. I heard only good things about this book, so it better be as amazing as people say it is, or I will scream. I can't be disappointed anymore. And these are all of the books that I bought in the month of March, but I also have 2 books that I borrowed from my friend. I got Cinder by Marissa Meyer, that I've been wanting to read for so long. This is such a 2010s actually kind of thing. 2010s, even before, I'm not sure, but this is old. I remember this from when I was a teenager. I just never read it. Now I'm reading it as an adult, but I'm excited. I also love the cover. It's so pretty. Look at this. So stunning. And then by the same author, I also got Renegades. This one. You can see it over here. Looks really fun. My friend said she adored this, and I trust her taste, so I'm excited. And that's it. These are all the books I got in the month of March. It's a pretty big pile. Look at this pile, plus this and this. This is a lot. Oh my god, this is insane. I'm very happy though. Oh my god, there's nothing better than books, is it there? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I am just, look at this. So excited. And that's it. I really hope that April brings better books. But at least one thing's for sure, this month I managed to romanticize a lot of my reading by just making delicious food and pairing it with my books, as you could see previously. And I made a lot of really nice treats, and the sandwiches with strawberries, so that was amazing. And at least something good came out of this month, which was just learning new recipes and pairing them with the books that I read in order to make the experience even more enjoyable, and to also like bring me some relaxation and peace of mind after work, because we all need that, don't we? All of us tired people who have to work full time, we need that. We need the relaxation when we come home. But yeah, anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm having so much fun with YouTube lately. It's been a huge part of my life. It's so fun to just be here and record videos and just talk to you guys about books. And I can't wait to make more videos and to just like share them with you and talk even more about all the books that I adore. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time. Bye.